Hey, good morning. It's Mark from Enviroguard. We're about 24 hours away from our first live stream, and I'm awfully excited about it. I wanted to bring you a quick message this morning because I think it's important that you know that this is not going to be our only live stream. This is actually going to be nearly a weekly live stream that we run for one reason. Over the last 15 years of my career, I've worked with hundreds of companies, hundreds of restoration, remediation, and other service companies around the nation that do a lot of things right, and then they also need help in other areas. And so what we've been doing over time, and what you've seen us do over time, is not only develop the products that people need, but also the training and the support that they need. And when we get into the support side of things, oftentimes we're talking about creating sales tools to get a message across more clearly. When we're talking about the training part, we're talking about training sales and training operations people so that it all syncs, right? And so those are the types of topics that we're going to be talking about week to week. I'd like to illustrate that for you real quick on my screen and just walk you through a concept that I'm working on that we will kick off next week when we begin our second live stream here from Enviroguard corporate headquarters. Would you flip over to that? Let me know when you're good. All right. So as you're seeing here, and as you know, tomorrow we're going to be talking about Dutrion, which is in the disinfect stage of protocol, right? And what we've got written across the top of this is clean, disinfect, protect. Now, if you're familiar with disinfectants in any way, you know that one of the instructions on disinfectants is to pre-clean surfaces prior to use, meaning that you want to have a clean surface to start with, then you want to disinfect that surface, and then if you're going to add a protection step to that, a coating, a sealant, moisture control, something of that nature, then you proceed with that step. Well, that lines up whether we're talking about mold remediation, water damage restoration, fire damage restoration, odor mitigation, right? There are so many different services that we can run with that in mind. The other thing that we know is that there's a good, better, best philosophy to this as well, and it's normally directly related to what your customer can afford. So we have a lot to discuss ongoing about how we begin integrating this idea of clean, disinfect, protect, and we message that to your customers, but also that philosophy of good, better, best that gives them some selection in that and some direction. And then maybe most importantly, that we limit your liability when it comes to the contracts that you are writing with your customers. So we've got a lot to talk about week by week to build on this, and we're excited to do it. So thanks for being at our first live stream tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. We will see you there.